Absolutely spectacular you look today, and I just want to thank you for inviting us all here to share in this very special day. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz Gavigan, and I'm not only the maid of honor, but Diana's best friend. Maid means I met Diana and Louis both about 20 years ago when we all worked for the same company here in Cincinnati. Diana and I were fast friends, the kind that laughed a lot and held court pretty regularly over how the company didn't run their business effectively and we could do it so much better. We definitely became close over the year, but I knew our relationship was special on one day when I had just come from the doctor and I had gotten some very interesting and devastating news. The doctor had just confirmed my very worst fear. I was pregnant. Psychologically, I was a train wreck. And the first thing I did was drive to where Diana was working, which happened to be in the middle of lunch hour. Now, I don't know if anyone in here has ever worked in food service, but if you have, you know that the lunch hour is probably the absolute worst time to go visit the manager for a casual conversation, not so casual in my case. But to add interest, a whole new level of interest to this story, Diana was not only busy with lunch rush, she was assisting one of her employees as they were being placed on a stretcher and loaded into an ambulance. I didn't seem to notice. I kept trying to talk to her like a little kid tugging on her sleeve. And I know she wanted to deck me. But in true Diana style, grace, and fashion, she lovingly told me to wait and stay there, and I did. And once she was done, she said, "Now talk to me." And I said, in tears, "I don't want to quit drinking and smoking." And she said, and I quote, "You don't have to, Miss Liz. You just need to curb it for a while." Now that's a friend. We became very close over the years, her ingrained into my life and mine into hers. She welcomed me in, she embraced me like family. And it was very hard for me to understand that at first because we both came from such a different upbringing. But it wasn't long before I knew she was the sister I'd always wanted. I looked up to her for her class, her intellect and grace. I respected her as a colleague, and I loved her heart so much. Not to mention that she is just one really good-looking diva here. Diana, when you may have thought I wasn't listening, I was learning how to be a better human being from you. By watching you and your children, I learned what kind of mom I wanted to be. And by watching you and your mom, I learned what kind of daughter I would hope to have. You truly are a special, special soul, and I love you so, so much. While watching your last 12 years of courtship with Louis, you've taught me a whole new meaning of relationship. You've shown me what loyalty and tenacity really looks like, and I respect you, and I love you. Louis, thank you for making my friend's dream come true today. Love really is all it's cracked up to be. It really is worth risking everything for, worth fighting for, worth being brave for, because the thing is if you don't risk anything, you risk even more.
That's right.
So thank you for taking that risk today with my friend. Diana's hand into yours. Now place your other hand on top of her hand. And I want you to savor this moment because it's the last time you will have the upper hand in this union. And with that, I'd like to invite you all to join me in a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Here's to love, laughter, and happily ever after. Congratulations.
Let's give her a big round of applause.